So, is there such a thing as black guy magic? Do black guys rock? Where did this question come from? This is in the same energy as the all lives matter people. Not to sound that way, but I for years, and when I say years, I mean like within the past, 3 to 4 years, I saw the marketability of phrases on the internet. All lives matter, Black Lives Matter. The one Oscars too white or something like that. Me Too. What's the other ones? The Occupy, movement, whatever. These catchphrases and these slogans, these protestive slogans are very trendy and they're very accessible to so many people in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the advent of social media. And so the whole black girls rock and black girl magic is that movement was pretty cool. It's not a sort of a justice like movement, but it's more of a perceptive movement. It's more of a movement to change the perception of black women in America. Let's do it. Let's go back to slavery. Shall we? Alrighty. Upon slavery, black women were looked at as the lowest on the totem pole, you know what I'm saying, as far as beauty standards are concerned. Beauty standards as well as appeal. Everybody wants a Spanish woman, everybody wants an Asian woman, everybody wants a white woman, but nobody wants a black woman. Nappy hair wasn't perceived as appealing on a woman. A man can have nappy hair all day long, but it's a little off-putting to see on a black woman. That's why you have this fake hair movement, and it's very lucrative for a lot of people. But so there has been an effort to reposition that stereotype, or not just the stereotype, but the perception, and embracing nappy hair on black women, and embracing hips and curves and fullness, which is by genetics. You know what I'm saying? You can't knock the way you were born. You know what I'm saying? If you have a big nose and big lips and big ass and big hips, I didn't mean for that to rhyme, and nappy hair, call me, please. But anyway, you can't knock that. That's what God gave you. You know what I'm saying? And you can't. That's hard to explain to a little girl, to a little black girl. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain to a girl. So it was important to show them how beautiful they are, to put them in a safe space where they can be celebrated and embraced in a way that black girls throughout American Western history have never really seen before. Imagine going your whole life being told that you were ugly. You know what I'm saying? Your entire life. You know what I'm saying? So you have some people who may have grew up in an era where they were told that they were ugly, and now we come into this era of black girl magic and black girls rock, and it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying? It's like fresh air. I liken it to a scene in the Spike Lee movie Malcolm X, played by Denzel Washington, which changed my life. Whereas Malcolm was preaching in the street along with all the other preachers from all the other religions, and he was showing a picture of all these Muslim Nation of Islam black women and saying, look at you, you're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And these women were trying to get jobs. They were trying to be auctioned for jobs as housemaids. And, to hear something like that, it blew those women's minds. And if I grew up in that era being a black woman, I probably would be the same way. You think of, what's the the hair cream lady in the early 20th century. Forget her name, but she was like the first female millionaire black woman. I forget. Oh my gosh, Dolores. It's not Dolores Tucker. What's her name? I was about to say B. Scott, but no. Oh my gosh, she made the hair cream and for black women's hair in the early 20th century. In the early 1900s, and she kind of changed the game, and then her legacy spanned on into today. I'm not in the hair care industry, so it's probably not the first thing on my tongue, but I'll definitely remember her name because she's very legendary and very great. She gave a message to black women. She put forth a message to black women, a tangible message of beauty to black women, a newfound sense of beauty. So I say all of that. I say all of that to get to my point of where this question, where this philosophy came from. Does the thing exist such as black guy magic or black guys rock? That question was spawned out of spite because, in the same way that they say, well, all lives should matter. You know what I'm saying? Why is just, the whole black supremacy dilemma? You know what I'm saying? Whereas, okay, yeah, you want to. So I took it from a racial aspect now and I applied it to a racial gender aspect. You know what I'm saying? Why are we only celebrating black women? Why are we putting so much energy into celebrating black women? And I think that it's due to the climate and the times that we live in. We're on the heels of the He Too. There you go. The He Too movement. Yes, I'm gonna start it. There you go. The He Too. But on the heels of the Me Too movement, it's popular now. It's widely accepted to celebrate something like Black Girls Rock and Black Girl Magic. It's cool. It's appealing. It's marketable. It's lucrative. So now there's a whole machine behind it. And that's cool too. But for a long time, I've felt an undertone of, black women. Now you hear black women all day say how much they support black men. But here's the thing. I'm gonna break this down so it can forever and consistently be broke. All right? Here's the thing. Black women support black men when they in the streets, when they in jail, or, when they shooting the basketball, stereotypical shit. That's when black women typically support black men. Typically. Black men don't get a whole lot of support from black women when they're trying to go to college or when they're, trying to get a good job and, earn a 6-figure salary. I said it. Fight me. Go ahead. So, that's not, and this goes back into the conversation last week where I talked about black women date for excitement, quote unquote. What is excitement? You know what I mean? So yeah, you may support black men, but in what way? Because I write books. I can speak firsthand. I didn't get a whole lot of support. My books weren't flying off the shelves. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I was trying to be a rapper, it would be a whole different look. You know what I'm saying? I'd get a lot more shares on social media if I was probably trying to be a rapper as opposed to being a writer. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a stack. Get mad at me if you want to. Fight me if you want to. But in what ways do black women support black men? You know what I mean? So now it's so cool and appealing to say that black girls rock and black girls magic. But where is the black guy magic? Where is the black men rocking? You know what I mean? I liken it to, now you remember the movie Boys in the Hood, and now these movies they're realistic depictions of real life people and situations, And so just like in the movie, you know, you have in real life, there are single mothers out there who have children from different fathers, and they may treat those children differently. You know what I'm saying? Or they may have children of different genders. So they may have a son and a daughter, where the mom adores the daughter and supports her and you know, builds her up. And then she dogs out the son. Say, you just like your daddy. Right? And so then the daughter grows up and goes off to college, where the son grows up and goes off to jail. Right? Have we not seen this? Come on, black people. Come on, black people. Are y'all gonna be honest with me today? Okay. All right. So where is the black guy magic? Where is black guys rocking? Single mothers. How do you treat your sons? Now, some you know, you got on the flip side of that coin, you got some single mothers who spoil their sons. So you know, where's the balance? You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, so yeah, I don't get mad at the all lives matter people. I don't get mad at them, because I understand where they're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Why is it just black? So why is it so lateral and singular to just Black Lives Mattering? You know, do my lives matter? But then when you consider the circumstance, whereas there's so much police brutality going on and it's so widespread in the media and being nonchalantly disregarded from disregarding a life being lost, yeah, okay, then you could say we have to put emphasis on Black Lives Mattering because they're acting like it doesn't. You know what I mean? Whereas in this situation, yeah, we have to put emphasis on black girls being beautiful because we acting like they're not. You know what I mean? So it's all about a shift in perception. I want to be a purveyor and a catalyst and for the shift in perception of black men. Even though, you know, we've had many efforts, you know, Black Panthers, the Nation of Islam, and all these other things where they've tried to establish strong and powerful perceptions of black men. But I want to take a different approach. I want to establish strong and powerful perceptions of black men in the fields of intellectualism. You know what I'm saying? In creativity aside from just hip hop, and aside in being Renaissance men. You know, being men of culture. Being men of class, you know, so yeah. But yeah, when, you know, can black men have magic in a time like this? Can black men have magic? I will give credit to Charlemagne, the radio personality from The Breakfast Club, where he tried to start a movement called Black Men Don't Cheat. You know what I'm saying? And I applaud that because now, like I always say, and I will always say, men cheat because it's Tuesday. Men cheat because the wind blows, you know, but so yeah, you know, but you know, black men have been given the hypersexualized player label and stereotype. So he was trying to knock that down. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of black guy magic I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's knock down these stereotypes. Let's shift the perception, you know. And black women, how hard is it for you to shift that perception? You know what I'm saying? How hard is it for you to say, yeah, black guys rock? How hard is it for you to say, yeah, black guy magic? You know what I'm saying? It's probably easier for you to say that in the bedroom as it is for the corporate boardroom. You know what I mean? But let's encourage our sons for college. Let's encourage our sons to get educations and degrees and certifications and licenses and get into offices and boardrooms and meeting rooms and, you know, trade rooms. You know, let's encourage entrepreneurialism amongst our black sons. You know what I'm saying? Why are we encouraging our daughters to be entrepreneurs and sell makeup and hair and creams and whatnot? Why aren't our sons selling creams and makeup and hair and all these other products and all these kind of things? You know, let's get our sons out there. How about that? All right. So that concludes our show. We would like to thank you for tuning in to Prosperity U LLC. And remember, to invest in the brand.